It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to #1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Winston to the air. That's complete, David Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They send a receiver in motion right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he takes this down to around the 39 before he stopped. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Chubb. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Winston looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Winston now. The throw is caught. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Chubb running out of the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Throwing is Winston. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the 1st round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a man, Adam Troutman has it. And he gets him around 6 there. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, here's Winston. Connection made to Judy. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Riley Moss with that tackle. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Here's Winston. That one complete to Nijib. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, sent down by Cody Barton.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Winston to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix off the play action. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
Nix from the gun. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll throw again. Nix. This throw is caught. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Winston escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running right with Chubb. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. He's running for it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Chubb here on 1st down. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They are running from the gun with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They try Chubb again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the gain there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Here's Winston to the air. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. Throw complete to Williams. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Chubb up the middle. Across midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, ball at the 36. They give inside to Chubb. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a 1st for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Receiver in motion, going left. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 41. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. But that's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Riley Dixon on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Winston. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
2nd and 8. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns make it a 16-point ball game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On his Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete to Mims. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Completed to Sutton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Give to Williams from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Brought in by Vele. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Mims with the grab. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw again, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Nix with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds Mims. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Williams is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Now a rushing score, a quarter for him in this opening half, Brock. Should be a pretty nice feeling in that locker room at halftime, knowing what he's already accomplished.
Kind of get the feeling this isn't the whole show, though, right? In his eyes, this is just the opening act. There's going to be a lot more to come when the curtain raises for the 2nd half.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. And down he goes, the Broncos got there! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
The Browns are lining up to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10 from the 41. Man in motion out of the slot. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 43. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Working inside the red zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First and 10 from the 41. Winston. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Winston looking to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Winston now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Mims out to receive it. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's gonna run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Working quickly here. He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. 2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. Nick's now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
So out now comes the punter. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Browns and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Winston to the air. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Now Nick's on third down. Cut by Sutton. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Nix. That's incomplete left side.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Straight ahead with Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Nix off the play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Winston. Got a man, it's Njoku. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. That's Tillman, he's got it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To throw, here's Winston. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's dropping back to throw. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Here's Chubb. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Broke through the tackle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, Kate. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Winston. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Second and 3 now. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Chubb here on first down. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Second and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Chubb runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a third-quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Completed over the middle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, man, you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
From the 31. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw again, Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's contained at the line for no gain. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they bring him down around the 34. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Another run for Williams. Juke the defender. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Greg Newsome has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. Moore's got it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They go play action on first. Chubb brings it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Second and 6 coming up here. Chubb running out of the gun. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Chubb going for the marker. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They give inside to Chubb. He breaks the tackle. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Here's Winston to the air. He's on the move. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Mims. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th down. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Winston. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Winston to throw it. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. This is Chubb. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Play action on 1st down. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Winston now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. Chubb trying to run his way in. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Nick's from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him at the 38. Nick's with it on 1st. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll throw again. Nix. He beams one deep right side. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give to Chubb. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
They'll give to Chubb on the option. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Here's Winston. The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they take this in for the score. The Browns put up even more points in a win. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns make it a 24-point ball game. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Nix. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, when we watch the combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Forget that it was 4th down, Bronk. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Complete to Mims. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
2nd and 4. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Browns can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Here's Chubb on 2nd down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll run. This is Chubb. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we'll see you next time from Denver.